Frank Grillo has confirmed that Crossbones will make an appearance in Avengers 4, but only in a flashback scene. After the shocking ending to Infinity War that saw Thanos wipe out half of the universe, and half of the MCU's cast, with one click of his fingers, fans have been feverishly speculating as to what the next Avengers movie may have in store. One common theory, supported by set photos and possibly hinted at in Ant-Man and the Wasp, is that Avengers 4 will heavily feature time travel. Such a plot device would, of course, allow characters previously thought dead to return, possibly on a permanent basis. One MCU character who was thought to have died is Frank Grillos Crossbones. This HYDRA mercenary met his demise during the action-packed opening sequence to Captain America: Civil War when, in an act of desperation, he detonated a bomb attached to his body, taking out both himself and a large number of innocent bystanders. Although Grillo's character hasn't been seen in the franchise since, his death was a significant one as it contributed to the introduction of the Sokovia Accords, which have since defined the landscape of the MCU, and Grillo teased earlier this year that his character's story in the MCU wasn't finished. Related, fans demand Marvel release the Avengers 4 trailer. In Viral Video Grillo himself has now confirmed that his character will have a flashback sequence in the forthcoming Avengers 4. Speaking on the UFC Unfiltered podcast via CBR, Grillo simply stated, he, Crossbones, makes an appearance in the next Avengers movie, but it's a flashback. Given the inherent secrecy of the MCU and the potential of a time travel storyline in Avengers 4, Grillo's use of the term flashback could have several implications. The scene in question could simply be a brief cutaway to an event in a previous movie to refresh the audience's memory. More interestingly, however, Grillo could be referring to a newly filmed scene that takes place at some point in the MCU's past, and would unveil more information about Crossbones, HYDRA, or something else entirely. If the latter proves to be true, this would tie in nicely to the theory that Avengers 4 will see characters traveling back in time, two important points in the franchise's history, to stop Thanos ever getting hold of the Infinity Stones. Since Crossbones' death was such a pivotal moment for the Avengers, it makes sense that returning to that moment, preventing the deaths that led to the Sokovia Accords and thus keeping the superhero team together, might help prevent Thanos' Infinity War snap. However, whether or not a scene that takes place in the past but fundamentally changes the future can be considered a flashback is highly debatable. In either case, the news that Crossbones will return in Avengers 4, even in just a flashback capacity, will undoubtedly please fans who felt that the character was taken out of the MCU too soon and had more to offer before his explosive death. Source: UFC Unfiltered Tags. The Avengers 4